Yeah, hi there, mate. Look, just started this job for some friends of mine, Jesse and Caroline, and just in the process of getting the drawings ready for BC Draft, and we need an engineering proposal. So I'll just explain. There has been a geotech done because it was a subdivision, and now it's this is lot two. And these are the following items which I believe should be in the scope for the engineering proposal. I will just, so number one, the floor span is 5,980. Just wondering if we may have to go to a high joist for that span. It's a two-story dwelling. Might just spin around on the old 3D. So two-story dwelling sort of goes back, sitting quite hard back to the south. So number one would be floor design for the house, mid-floor design for the house. Number two would be the garage, the garage door portal, and also the garage floor span, which above is the studio. So 6 6. So again, not too sure whether we should be splitting down the middle with the beam. Um, then lastly, this wall is going to be a concrete block wall retaining about 2.2. Um, we may end up stepping it, but for now I think if we can get a design for 2.2 high. I was just going to use a standard, one of the NZS standards with no engineering required, but seeing that we need engineering on the job, it's probably best that it's put under the engineer's scope of work. So that's the block retaining wall, sort of so that the retaining's not pressuring on the house. We've got the garage portal, got the mid floor of the garage, got the house. Out in the front of the north is basically a exposed truss sitting on some columns, and the span is 6 meters. So it's basically just needing a design on the exposed gable truss and its connections to the posts, or to basically will be post, but it'll be boxed out with weatherboard or either brick. The client's getting back to me on that. Roofs are just trusses, flat ceilings, trusses, nice and easy. The only other thing is there is a geotech report, so I will need the slab design based on the geotech report. It'll be concrete slab. Um, and the only other issue is we are cutting out the back on the south, and we are wanting to bring it in and load it into the north to bring it up to level. So it's about 2.2 high. So the geotechs are sort of getting back to me first, then I'll know sort of what we can deal with. However, there's also the last item is there will be a retaining wall going along the front edge of the deck, which would signify as a notional boundary for a later on subdivision if the clients wanted to. This area can be subdivided, so this retaining wall, two important things. It will be on the boundary eventually, a few years down the track possibly, and the clients, Caroline and Jesse, are thinking of putting a pool in this deck area, so there will be a surcharge on that wall. So that's something to think about, and they are thinking timber just to keep costs down. The rest of the items are 3604, which I'm capable of. It's just those engineering items. And for now, it's just a proposal and just sort of lead times. Cheers. Thanks.